Hey guys, so I wasn't expecting to get a huge response over my Waterdog Doodle pictures. Um, every groomer knows when a client comes in with a doodle and they say, I don't want it to look like a poodle. And then you look at their dog and there's poodly things about it when they leave the long ears. That's very poodly or Lhasa-y it depends on their coat. If they have a curly hair or wavy coat. There's other purebred dogs out there that all of this poodle genetics have been done to develop. Every purebred is a mutt. They started off mixing dogs and they became what they are, and they genetically went and found things that they liked to make that breed, whether it was, for a Waterdog or some sort of sporting dog or vice versa. It doesn't matter. It's been done. So when they come in and I say, well, it doesn't look like a poodle, because a poodle in my mind, because I have poodles, they're chiseled, they're skinny, they have elegant features, and they're very flowy, and most doodles are kind of clunky. They're water dog. They're clunky. And they're meant to get ducks and stuff like that. They're a cross between a poodle and a retriever. So they're a water dog. Poodle is a water dog too, though. Anyways, long story short, I always get in this, not an argument over a lecture, but I always get in this conversation about how they found the doodle. And it always, the first answer is, I wanted something that doesn't shed and that's hyperallergenic, but is not a poodle. And there's a book. There's literally a book out there, variety, from hairless dogs to dogs that have hair. Dogs that have hair technically don't really shed. They're like us. I mean, they would do a little bit of shedding, but they're technically kind of. The other issue I have is the fact that they want a healthy dog. There's this thing that says a mixed breed is healthier than a purebred. Technically, no. Purebreds have health issues in their criteria of the breed, like the poodle. There's like 14 different things that they can have genetically. That's because of breeding. They tested and found out what this breed carries. And then if you're a bad breeder or backyard breeder or just not careful of your lines, they will pop up. And that's why there's OFA health testing. Now, when you cross first generation, second, third, fourth, fifth, 10 generations, you're going to have all of the issues from the poodle and all of the issues of the other purebred combined together. And I have to stop right there. A purebred, like if you buy from a show breeder, they're health tested, correct? Right. So they know what their lines carry and what they're avoiding. When you buy from a backyard breeder or a puppy mill or a pet store, they're not health tested. And so you have no idea what that line carries or what the lines are. And secondly, a purebred show breeder is not going to sell their top poodle to somebody that's going to doodle. So you're going to acquire your breeding stock from somebody that probably doesn't do health testing, most likely. If they do, great, that's awesome. I do know doodle breeders that do health testing. I respect that. I really do. But it's been done in the past, and they eliminated certain things that they didn't want in their lines and pop up to make it this dog, this breed. And so I don't understand why you would pay $3,000 to $5,000 for a first few generational doodle when there's literally like 7 to 10, I don't even know how many. I just listed like 4 or 5 that look like a doodle. So, and they're hyperallergenic too. They're not they don't shed. They're the dog that you want. So I know I am lecturing, but it wasn't meant to. As I get so many doodle owners and breeders that contact me and want me to groom their dogs because they like the trims that I do. And I'm trying to explain to them how I feel the Doodle should look, because it's a water dog. It should look like what it performs, and it should look uniform. I don't like in-proportionate dogs. I don't like big heads on a little body, or big old bodies with a little head. I'm gonna do a Tina trim, and the clients that allow me to do that, I love it, because I feel I make them look like something that belongs to a category, I guess I want to say, or performs a task. I'm not into the Raggedy Ann type thing. I'm just not. But so yeah, that was. I've had a lot of new Doodles lately, and I'm getting recommended more and more, which I love. I love it. But the arguments that I get with the owners, you know, with them not shedding, and you're not supposed to brush the dog, and it just gets a little overwhelming. And so I just had to post, you know, this has been done before. And honestly, every single person I've told this to, they had no idea that there was breeds similar. They had no idea that this is really a repeat in history. And they have no idea that you can pay the same price for a purebred, and a lot of times cheaper, because some of these Doodle people are charging a car for a dog. But yeah, so I'm sorry, you guys, if you didn't like my post, but the ones that do and didn't know, yeah, you can go and initially a Doodle is a water dog. Water dogs are retriever crosses with some poodles, depending if they want them more wiry or whatnot. There's, you know, a lot of different other breeds put in, like every purebred. There's different things to make them faster, or a softer mouth and whatnot. But yeah, the information's on the line. Google it.